There are some beginner mistakes that will slowly discourage you from moving forward, just because everything seems not to be right. You end up seeing yourself making some mistakes, not getting the same outcome as what you watched, right? And you're just wondering why is mine different? Why am I not getting it right yet? What is different from what I did? And because you do not have someone there to point them out or even direct you, okay, or guide you properly, you just give up. Okay, but then in this video I'm going to reveal to you some of my disastrous beginners mistake that almost made me give up completely on fashion designing. So number one on the list, because I wouldn't want us to waste most of our time, okay, number one is not paying attention to fabric patterns. Guys, you see this particular one, do not play with it. Yes, you must know that if you want to handle any project, any fabric at all, assuming that fabric has any atom of print, you must pay close attention to the direction of that print. Yes, if it has trees, if it has human being, whatsoever, any object at all, make sure you cut that fabric properly so that the patterns, the prints or patterns will face the direct way. For instance, let me show you what I mean. Look at this top. This is one of my beginners project. You can see the back, okay? You can see the building is facing down rather than facing up. Look at this as well. You can see it is facing down. Even the trees are facing down. But then, assuming if you knew that you should pay attention to prints before cutting, wouldn't you be able to avoid this? So please pay attention to this when next you want to handle any project, so that you won't end up getting something very tacky. That's it for that. Next on our list is assuming that all fabrics are actually the same. Just because you manage to know how to sew some kind of fabric, you assume all fabrics are actually the same, and of course you're now a pro, you can handle it all. Guys, it's not the same, and being able to know these things will save you so much stress. Yes, at least it will guide you on things that you need to know of, and also how you should go about it. Okay, so let me show you what I mean by this. This is one of my beginners projects. You can see. Now, assuming you pay someone to sew this for you and that person gives you something like this, would you accept it? And would you be happy with that person even if you manage to accept it? So guys, you may want to avoid something like this. Just know that different fabrics should be handled differently, and know that when you want to cut, there should be a certain way you should place your fabric before you cut, and also know how you should handle it as you're sewing. Okay, that will save you from having something like this. So next on our list is assuming you have the same body measurement with your tutor. Just because you watch someone do a tutorial and that person shares the same kind of similar body measurement with you, assume it's all the same and you could use the same exact measurement. Guys, you must not do that for any reason. Even if that person has bust size 36 like yours, you should also pay close attention to realize if actually you have the same bust size with that person, or that person has bigger bust than you. Probably you have a broader chest while that person has a fuller bust. How do you know this? Pay attention to your under bust measurement, from your shoulder to your under bust measurement. Some persons might have bust size 36, right, but has something like under bust from 12 inches to, let's say, 14 or 14 and a half inch. So pay close attention to these little variations, and it will help you with drafting something like your bustiers, so that you will not end up with something that is bigger than your bust size, and you see your bust looking so tiny inside it, and you'll be wondering why, how is mine like this? I thought I followed everything. Then you now move on to the next person and still repeat the same mistake, and you're just there wondering why. So this is why. Okay, pay attention to this. Next on our list is not reading your measurement very well. Remember, I did not say not taking your measurement very well, but not reading it very well. Now, when you want to mark your measurements, remember there should be a certain way you should cut, right? You should, divide your measurements, different parts. Know how to divide them properly and follow them, so that you will not end up sewing a cloth that cannot enter you. You will just waste your fabric. Yes, I'm saying this from experience, because I've had some, terrible experience as a beginner with this. Okay, so you may want to avoid it and pay close attention when next you want to sew. Also, remember you should always iron your fabric before you cut. If you must sew any clothes, make sure if that cloth is rumpled that you iron it properly before you cut, because if you do not iron before you cut, you must definitely end up readjusting. Yes, you now end up adjusting that fabric, and that stress you would have just used it to iron and then cut, because the rumpled part will end up increasing the inches, and if you want to achieve a certain style, you end up having a different thing. Okay, so just know this and learn how to always be conscious of them whenever you want to handle any project, and it will save you a lot of stress. Anyways, this is not the end. There will still be another episode of this, and please, if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe and join the family. Okay, also like this video to encourage me to do more, and if you have any question, any concern at all, drop it in the comment section. I'll be there to address it. Okay, also stay blessed, guys. It's very important to stay blessed, and until I see you next time in my next video, bye.